Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Ace Combat reaction. Today we have Megalith Agnus Day. This is another song that Spinriff put into the queue. He said that since I've listened to other Ace Combat songs, these were basically going to be requested by the community eventually anyway, so why not get to them? Also, this is a digitally remastered version by somebody named DarkIce, so I assume they did it justice. I wouldn't know since this is going to be my first exposure to this song. I hope it's a good version that everyone agrees it's a good version. The 6 million views on it is a good sign for that, so hopefully that is the case. But this is also a 7-minute long song, so if I end up looking bored or I don't say a lot during certain points, that's just me trying to retain focus. My ADHD can only do so much. I will be listening, but I can almost guarantee that my mind is going to try to drift away, so if I look a little bit like I'm concentrating too much, it's probably just me trying to stay focused, so don't read that much into it. But without further ado, let's go. What a way to start. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe I won't be distracted. Maybe I won't get bored. Yeah, I might just lock in. I might just be here. You can never be sure until a song starts, but... Oh, man. Those harmonies, though. Introduce a little bit of a beat. Ooh. Some dissonance in the horns already, okay. Is that a flugelhorn? That might have been a flugelhorn. I don't think that was the trumpet. It sounded too warm. Weird thing for me to notice. It could be both. Man, I'm not gonna harp on that one. My God, those vocals. Those offbeat cymbals. Love that. Breaking apart the monotony of the main rhythm. Great accents. And it resolved. I was wondering if they were going to let that float off. Full chord on that one. Nice transition. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love a good uplifting transition like that. Drags the major chord into the next part. I'm chilling. Yeah, I'm not gonna be losing focus on this like I thought I might. My attention span is a little bit weak, but you put good music in front of me and my brain will adhere very well. Okay, we're just speaking Latin now. Okay. might have been doing that earlier. I wasn't paying as close attention to the lyrics. Makes sense with the title, though. It's kind of obvious that, you know, hindsight. Love that textured percussion underneath it. It's modernizing a really beautiful, beautiful sound. It's a good, like, hybrid blend. These lifts. And then when they end, they just bring it right back down to the root. Woo! Except for that one. Still love those cymbals. Got such a good wash to them, too. They kind of just fill out that space on the high end and just disappear. Like waves crashing in the ocean. There's that set of chords again. Love that transition. I was wondering if they were going to go back to that at some point. I shouldn't be moving like this. It's such a beautiful track, but that beat is so fat. We gotta be getting close to the end now. Kind of feel it trying to resolve. Building up a lot more than usual. Ooh. Gonna bring it up or down? That's my next question. I don't think I realized that there's an organ in there till now. Has that always been there? Did I miss that? I might have just missed that. Ooh. 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 Ooh, get him. Ooh, just leave the percussion. Just let it sit there for a couple. Ooh. Just fade out, dude. And that was like an edit. That was, dude, man, what a remaster too. That sounded gorgeous. I wonder what the original sounded like to make this the remix or like the remaster, but that's brilliant. Wow. Okay, so I just checked the description and he said that he added a bass boost and kind of like leveled out the higher end so it doesn't blow people's speakers out, which I could imagine if that was like very exaggerated in the original mix, it might be a bit for some people's headphones or computer speakers to handle. I prefer this as well, just knowing what that probably ended up sounding like. It was probably way too thin and it would have sounded really nasty and like way too distorted in that high end, so I appreciate somebody going in to fix those issues. The bass boost, I don't really feel as much, but it's very possible with that crunch you're getting in the bass underneath everything and just that kick rocking, that might be an extra texture being added in. It might have added a bit of distortion and probably ended up balancing itself out really well in the middle there. So that's a really good job by DarkIce for being able to realize that balance if they did. Otherwise, if it was just a complete Hail Mary and doing what he think worked, hey, he did it accidentally really well. I love everything about this one with its texture. I love the beat underneath everything, just kind of sitting there. Those cymbals, those random offbeat cymbals felt really nice to break up the monotony in there as well. The choir was gorgeous. I feel like it was a synthetic choir. I don't think that was a real recording, albeit it could have been. It just felt a little bit too fake in some ways. It could have just been a programmed choir, but it could have also just been the way that it was remixed and uploaded might have made it sound a little bit too compressed. But either way, it works really well and it sounds gorgeous. All of those harmonies in there, everything from the dissonance in those chords and those minor tunings that just kind of tilted everything a little bit as you're listening, and then all those big, huge major chord changes throughout. I love those. They feel so uplifting, and for a game about fighting in the sky, that's got to be like the main focus when you're writing music, hands down. I've heard Jose Pavli's work from Project Wingman, and he does a brilliant job at getting that aesthetic down too. So just having this big energy, this big important sound of just like you are the master in the sky, like you are the only thing up here that matters, and anything else that fights back is going to learn that real quick too. You have to get that aesthetic down, you have to get that emotional weight put down on the music, and just get it to feel like a giant beefy sandwich of intent, and this definitely does that. It's a brilliant track, sounds gorgeous in every way, shape, and form. I didn't feel like I was listening to that for 7.5 minutes. It looks like the composers for this were Hiroshi, Okubo, and Tetsukazu, which I don't know any of their work, but they did a brilliant job. For all I know, they're prolific in the Japanese gaming industry, and it would make sense. They composed this. What an immense sound. What an amazing composition. I am at a loss of what specifically to talk about with this one, other than it's great, purely because I was vibing so hard that I didn't really notice too many specifics that I could go into detail about. I was just making the passing commentary while I was watching, and there's not really any specific thing that stood out as like an I need to talk about this specific approach. This one, it just simply cut and dry sounded amazing, and I don't think I could say anything that would add any real substance to an analysis on that part. I'm just gonna leave it as this sounded sick as hell. I have other songs that Spinrift has left in my Patreon queue from this same game, and I think a few others, and I'm sure that they're gonna sound just as great as this one did, so now I'm excited to get to those in time. So I guess that's all I gotta say for this one. Thank you all so very much for watching. I know that this is one I don't really get to too often. There's a couple of those requests from Spinrift, like I said, but not too often do I actually get like real requests for them from the average commenter. So if you have a specific song you want me to listen to, drop it down in the comments. By all means, I will do my best to get to it. These songs are sick as hell, and I would legitimately like to get to them more often. So please let me know if you have any specific ones. But other than that, if you just like this video and you want to follow me and support me for all the other videos I upload, you know how to do all that, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!